Hello, my name is Michael Crenshaw, and I will be presenting my costume design for American Psycho the Musical, and I proudly represent District 8, Troop 8102. American Psycho the Musical follows the plotline of the very famous movie, but the soundtrack introduces this 80s techno-style, intimidating drum and bass sound that complements a simple but functional set and striking lighting design. I wanted to bring this dramatic flair to the costumes, using elements of the German Expressionist art movement to stylize the fashion with the themes of the musical, as well as use famous Expressionist abstract painter George Gross's work to let the costumes tell the story. Patrick Bateman's psyche comes full circle in this musical. He begins as an insignificant man and ends as such. The costumes follow that plot. Patrick begins with heavy-appearing clothing representing his weight to this dull world, with a sew-on printed fabric patch of George Gross's The Lovesick Man on his quilt-patterned skirt meant to capture his quiet melancholy and yearning for more purpose. As the story goes on, the clothing sheds, amounting to the peak of his insanity at the murder of Paul Allen, where he is clad in a crocodile vinyl skin suit, being the shedding of his skin to flesh. As mentioned, the weighted clothing comes back at the very final scene when he accepts both his murder spree as a hallucination of insanity, as well as his mindless existence in this capitalist superficiality and Wall Street yuppie culture. The final sew-on patch is George Gross's suicide portrait, encapsulating how he murdered himself and his freedom in this process. Every rendering is done with Prismacolor colored pencils, and I chose to stylize the title fonts of each board to the theme of that specific scene and musical number to catch the eye and emphasize the rendering itself.